is my levothyroxine update. I recently did a video talking about me starting to take levothyroxine. I was just prescribed this like barely a month ago for fertility reasons, and I'm gonna give you guys a little update because I had a lot of women asking me questions, and I would love for you guys to chime in if you do take this or with your experience, because in my last video I had a lot of women chime in and I loved it. That's exactly the feedback I wanted. So anyways, I was prescribed levothyroxine because my fiance and I are currently trying to have a baby, and I went to the doctor to just get a pap smear, a womanly checkup, and see where I'm at. I also did a modern fertility test, and anyways, because my TSH levels were a little higher than they want it for fertility reasons, my level was a 2.88 and they want to see you below a 2. Some articles say 2.5, but my doctor said she'd like to see me below a 2. So she prescribed me levothyroxine, and I expressed my concerns about taking it. I was really nervous. I don't take any medication like daily, like maybe once in a while if I have like an infection or like need antibiotics for a sickness or something, you know what I mean? Like I would take a course of medication, but I've never taken medication like daily that you're supposed to like be on for like a long period of time. So that really scared me and made me uncomfortable. But this is my first dose batch. I don't know. I have 4 pills left. So I've been taking this almost for a month. I take it every day in the morning on an empty stomach. And I haven't really noticed anything different. I did notice, like, I feel like I lose more hair now when I brush my hair out, but I also bleached my hair recently, and so I don't know if it's just from, like, bleaching my hair, or if it's just coincidence, or if I'm just being paranoid, because I did read other women say that that was, like, a side effect. But it's nothing, like, alarming. I just feel like I notice more hair loss when I'm brushing my hair. Also, I felt like my mood feels a little more, like, balanced. I feel a little more like sane because like with my like period and like hormones because of my cycle, I feel like I struggle with maybe PMDD or like bad PMS. Like I'm moody during my period, like during certain times, you know, I can be a moody fucking bitch. So anyways, I felt like maybe I feel a little bit happier, a little bit better mentally since taking this, but I don't know, ask Justin. What else? The one big thing that I did notice and that I recently noticed is I think it's affecting my cycle a little bit. Obviously, I'm trying to have a baby, so I track my ovulation and I take like ovulation tests. And for the last like 8 months, my ovulation tests have been very consistent. Like I know that I'm pretty much always going to get a positive ovulation test on cycle day like 10, and then I usually like ovulate around like cycle day 11 or 12. Anyways, this month for the first time my ovulation tests were like all over the place. Like the day after my period I got like a really high almost positive ovulation test, and then it went low, and then it went high, and then it went low, and then high and low and high. And like usually I feel like my ovulation strips like gradually get darker until they peak, and then they gradually get lighter, which is how they should be. But I feel like since taking this kind of like threw off my ovulation maybe, and it also pushed my ovulation back because I've been testing this whole time and I finally got like a positive ovulation test, but it was like 5 days later than I normally get it. Like I said, I normally get a positive ovulation test on like cycle day 10. And this month I got my first positive ovulation test on cycle day 15. So for me personally, that's so late. I usually get a positive test and ovulate like almost a week before that, because I tend to ovulate like really early. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I've heard a lot of women say that they end up conceiving like within like a month or two of starting this medication. So I'm hoping that's the case for me, but I'm currently just ovulating. I'm not pregnant. I don't know what's in store for me, but I just wanted to give everyone an update on how I feel since taking levothyroxine, because there was some other women in my comment section that were like saying that they actually were prescribed it too, but they're afraid to start taking it, and that's how I felt. So for me personally, I know everyone's different. So far, so good. I don't really have any negative side effects. It's not making me feel bad or anything. I really don't even notice much. Just like maybe I notice subtle things that if I wasn't like paying really close attention, I probably wouldn't notice at all. But just the hair, I noticed more hair in my brush after I brush out my hair. And I did notice that I'm ovulating way later in my cycle than I normally do. So that's the only things that I noticed. I am getting blood work done in about 4 days. I'm supposed to get my blood work done after being on this for a month. So then I'll be able to see if it even moved my TSH levels at all, which is what it's supposed to do. Hopefully I'm below a 2. So hopefully it's doing what it's supposed to do, and hopefully I get pregnant soon. So I'll let you guys know.